Manchester City had a historic season in 2023, winning the Premier League, FA Cup, and Champions League. It was the first time in the club's history that they had won all three trophies in a single season. The Premier League title was won with a game to spare, thanks to a 1-0 win over Arsenal. City had been in a close battle with Arsenal for the top spot all season, but they managed to pull away in the final few weeks. The FA Cup final was a much more closely contested affair, as City edged out Manchester United 2-1. The win was City's fourth FA Cup title in 8 years. The Champions League final was the most difficult test of all, as City faced Inter Milan. The match was evenly matched for most of the game, but City eventually won 1-0 thanks to a goal from Rodri. The win was a huge moment for City, as it was their first Champions League title. It was also a personal triumph for Pep Guardiola, who had never won the Champions League with City before. The treble was a fitting reward for a City team that had been playing some of the best football in Europe all season. They were a dominant force in the Premier League, and they showed that they could also compete at the highest level in Europe. The treble was a historic achievement for Manchester City, and it will be remembered as one of the greatest seasons in the club's history. The treble was a result of a combination of factors. City had a strong squad with a mix of experience and youth. They also had a manager in Pep Guardiola, who is one of the best in the world. Guardiola was able to get the best out of his players and create a team that was able to compete at the highest level. Pep Guardiola, the mastermind behind Manchester City's recent success, has cemented his status as the greatest coach football has ever seen. With his recent triumph in securing the treble for the second time, Guardiola has once again made history. His unique approach to the game has not only garnered him an impressive collection of 17 major trophies, but has fundamentally transformed the sport itself. Former players, fellow managers, and football legends alike have showered Guardiola with praise, hailing him as the greatest manager of all time. Thierry Henry, the renowned French striker, expressed his admiration, while Manchester City midfielder Fernandinho attested to the revolutionary impact Guardiola has had on his perspective of the game. According to Fernandinho, Guardiola's ability to predict and analyze every situation on the pitch is unparalleled. One example of Guardiola's extraordinary influence is a memorable team talk before Barcelona's 2011 Champions League final against Manchester United. Javier Mascherano, a Barcelona midfielder at the time, recalled feeling as though Guardiola's words transported him directly onto the field. Every aspect that Guardiola predicted during the match seemed to unfold exactly as he had foreseen. Such is the level of understanding and control that Guardiola has over the game. Guardiola possesses an innate ability to extract the utmost potential from his players and discard those who fail to meet his unwavering standards of commitment. This unwavering dedication, combined with the immense talent of his players, places Guardiola head and shoulders above his contemporaries. His philosophy emphasizes bravery and a thirst for possession, illustrated by his early conversations with Victor Valdés, Barcelona's goalkeeper at the time. Guardiola's visionary tactics, such as positioning the defenders just outside the box when Valdés had possession, challenged conventional thinking and revolutionized the way football is played. Guardiola's training sessions are designed to convince players to execute his game plan flawlessly. While football traditionally evolves from individual skills and improvisation, Guardiola seeks to transform it into a more organized collective process. He understands that players need precise instructions to thrive, and his unwavering commitment to his philosophy leaves no room for chance. Guardiola's attention to detail is legendary, extending to every aspect of the game, including the behavior of security personnel and the presentation of food at the training ground. The impact of Guardiola's coaching extends far beyond his own teams. Coaches and players around the world have been inspired by his innovative approach. In the Premier League alone, numerous managers, such as Thomas Frank, Marco Silva, and Mikel Arteta, have drawn inspiration from Guardiola's methods. His influence has reached international competitions as well, with a significant number of players in Spain's 2010 World Cup winning team and Germany's 2014 World Cup winning team having been molded under his guidance at Barcelona and Bayern Munich, respectively. Guardiola's relentless pursuit of excellence and his quest to refine the game continue to drive him. He meticulously plans his strategies, often communicating with his coaching staff during the early hours of the morning. He acknowledges that there is still work to be done, particularly in perfecting the third and fourth phases of his game plan, creating the final pass and finishing. However, Guardiola's unwavering commitment to pushing the boundaries of football ensures that his vision will eventually become a reality. As Guardiola approaches the end of his tenure at Manchester City, fresh challenges await him. Many speculate that he may transition to coaching a national team, where he can leave an indelible mark on the international stage. Regardless of what lies ahead, football enthusiasts should relish the opportunity to witness Guardiola's revolutionary style of play, a product of his exceptional intellect and dedication to the beautiful game. So what do you think? Is Guardiola the best manager in this decade?